Today we're live. We're live again. So yesterday we did have a very rough race in Daytona with the M2s. So a lot has happened. We're trying like in practice to go under 2 minutes, and we didn't. And then we thought like, hey, let's see if track conditions are different, and maybe that's gonna help us get under 2 minutes. We did have an okay practice, a free practice. Then we had an okay qualify, like not good, not bad, like we're where we expect it to be. Could be faster, but the race was a tragedy. Like the race was just embarrassing. So I decided today to come back, put some more laps. Let's see if we can improve our time using a setup, because that was an open setup race. We're using the baseline. If that doesn't help, we are gonna check. We're gonna just check some stuff on like the telemetry and other stuff, just to see if we can get it going, really. So right now, let's see. Power Challenge Daytona results. Let's see what people are doing. You see like 157, and this is like a weak strength of the field. Let's see. 2000, like 157 was a 1.8K. 72 degrees. Carried over, generated. Yeah, I don't know like the track conditions. But you see like everybody hitting the 59s, or most of people. We should be able to do that. So we have to put some more effort. It's an interesting track. We're still learning the car as well. Felt very confident at Lime Rock, and this track came to humble us. I want to see what this is about. So these are interesting. Have never raced this. Let me see everything else. These are the GT4s, GT3s. Yeah, we're not racing that. Daytona, so I think this weekend is the 24 hours of Daytona. Endurance Series, what cars? GT3. These are 3-hour long races. Production Challenge, the one that we raced yesterday. Guys, was truly embarrassing. So yeah, let me see one thing, because I need like something that is more. Let's go to VRS, see if we can get the, let me put here so you guys can see. Let's see this one. So let's just use the same conditions that they're using. Static weather. So let me see here. April the 1st, noon, 80 degrees. So April the 1st, noon. Let's use 80 degrees. Now we can compare against our coach. 81% humidity, mostly cloudy. So 81%, mostly cloudy. 6 miles per hour east. 6 miles per hour east. 50%. Yeah. So now we have the same conditions. We're gonna get in here. Now I'm gonna download their setup. So qualify, race. Let's use this one. It's downloaded. I do need to bring this somewhere. I don't remember where. So let's go here. Let's go to iRacing. Setups. We're talking about the BMW. M2CS, M2CS. So I'm just gonna put, oh. We have this here as well. I'm just gonna put on the outside here. Let's see if I can pull in this setup, my setup. Let's use the VRS setup. Wing UK. So the comparison lap here for our reference is, where is it? It's this one. The comparison lap here for our reference is 158.9. Optimal lap is 158.8. Let's see if we can bring this like under 2 minutes for us. But the track conditions are very different from what they were yesterday. People were like lapping 157, we just saw it. So I think if we can nail this, we'll be able to nail the rest as well. Let's just try to go. Ah, the plane. Can you guys see the plane? The airplane there? It's super cool, right? Like, there's an airplane actually landing. So first, we're gonna just like one lap. This first lap is just to warm up the tires. Yesterday I feel like I was overworking the tires. One thing that we learned yesterday as well from a guy is that he never went on second gear. I'll check VRS later. And again, right now all we're trying to do, warm up the tires. Let's just I think he was braking later than I was here. Okay, now we're opening for our first fast lap. Tires are not at the condition they need to be yet, just yet. Let's see. Try to relax the shoulders. Let's see what we can do. Let's try not to go to second gear. Let's try to use max. Max was the winner of yesterday's race, 4.8k iRating. He was like, don't use second gear here. I could have hit the brakes harder, I think, or held for longer. I'm gonna I like this because I like seeing my brake curve what I'm doing, if it's going good, if it's going bad. Let's go a little bit later on the brakes here. We did get an off track. I didn't see where the off track was. I think it was the last part probably. So far, not going to second gear has been proven to be a good advice. The car is just like more stable. I feel like on second gear we have to short shift, not short shift, but I have to shift quickly, and it gets like way more aggressive, the car.
That we get lost in lack of the session.
I cannot like lose focus, because now I thought the third to go was a second, and I went on the brakes too early. That cost me like 6/10, of course, right? I was on the brake too early. Yeah, I think we're getting the groove here. That's not bad. The first sector was very bad, so we kind of... So we kind of gave up on the entire lap. But we can still learn about the rest of the track, and that's what I'm trying to do. I did zoom out for a second. But last was our fastest lap. 2:08. So we are already 2 seconds from the alien time, which is good. smoother on the wheel. This car doesn't like having the wheel closed when you're close to the 100% on the gas. The wheel needs to be like as close to straight as possible. I think like really any racing car with rear traction is like that. So the tires are where they should be. We should focus. I'm gonna focus on the next 2 laps to see if we can significantly improve, okay?
new fast flat for you.
Sure, on the gas there. So we did put our fastest lap, I think, so far. Let me see all time best. It is the 200165. Our session optimal is not that far off, so we are converging, which is good news. I'm gonna be so I try to be significantly more aggressive and end up costing me time. So the good thing of a slow lap is to try new things that you don't want to try when you're doing a fast lap. So this is overall just like a bad lap so far. Two very bad sectors. With the tires where they are, I'm starting to feel them gripping less. So it's mostly on the right side. I think in this corner I have to roll into the corner, and only once I start trading the wheel, that's when I'm gonna go on the gas. So what I'm gonna do, let me see how much fuel I have. We do have 7 laps. Let me try 3 more laps before we stop to analyze the telemetry. So cutting too much the curb actually slowed us down. You see, like, the car is sliding way more. We don't want that much sliding. And I do have to open up that turn. So Maybe a bit late on the brakes. Another slow lap. So it didn't have like an amazing lap. The laps were converging to a lower lap. And over the past few laps, we have not been so great. Truth be told, we're back to like a few laps back when we were already under 2:01. But let's see here. That's too late, too late. I tried on the...
Slow down. You got a penalty? We're cutting the cord.
Let me see if I can get... I don't think I'll carry enough speed, let's see. We're still slower, slower. Yeah. One of the things that I have to learn on this car is tire management. I feel like the tires are losing a lot of grip already. One more lap. I said 3 laps. The last one was awful. We went straight. So let's try like another braking point there. So we know it's past the number 2. We know it's before the green light. Let's go here. A bit earlier. If I can carry this speed until the very end, I think we're gonna drop our optimal lap from today
You got about
to
5 laps
159.
of fuel left.
So let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna sacrifice a bit the finish of this lap to open up for the next one. Before I do anything, I'm just gonna like change tires.
They say you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained. They say you cut the cord. You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
I think the pit lane is here. I'm trying to open the StreamYard or Stream Deck. So no fuel. There's a way. There's a button here. I was trying there. I'm just right here. I just want to swap tires. I have, or maybe like
The pit box in 10.
I'll add 3 laps or 4 laps.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Let's just see what we can do here. I want a light car with newer tires to see if I can break this 159. If that's it. So if that's it, then we have to learn how to manage the tires.
We're done. Get going.
Warm up lap, let's just try to not destroy the car. Now I may break the 159 with this last sector. Let me try to be very cautious here because I still wanna... I think it's gonna be our fastest last sector. And we did break them. I have to close the wheel earlier there. You know what? I might try to just force an oversteer, just so I feel the limits of the, like, this car understeers a lot. So it's more likely I'll oversteer at the exit than in the entrance. Like you see, understeered again. And understeering is awesome. Oh, that's oversteer. We're gonna fine-tune this. This is why we're practicing. Light car. So 13 laps so far, just one incident, no crashes. So there's a lot that's good here as well. Our optimal lap is within like a second of the overall best lap, which is not usual. So later on the gas there is better. Carry less speed on the entry. Like as much as I can, but less speed on the entry and more speed on the exit. Let me see one thing here. Yeah, if we go uphill, just like lose a lot of time. So here we are. Maybe earlier on the brakes with less brake pressure. Yeah, I think after this one, I'll just watch a 5 laps to go. So I'll try 2 more laps, fully focused.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left. I'm overdriving the car. The good news is we're able to put like another sector 1 very good. Sector 2 was slower. This is just a long track, it's gonna be hard for us to converge as much to our optimal, but we are converging. Like now we're diverging, but we're just like less than 3 tenths, right? So that's not bad. So here we open up as much as possible. Hit the brakes here.
I feel like I can go slightly earlier on the gas. Uh-oh. It wasn't bad until it was very bad. So let me try to have my hill closer to the gas pedal so I can work the lower percentages better. Okay, let's try one more lap. I went too loud on the brakes.
You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
I'll try the rest of the lap, see how it feels. One of the good things, like, I was able to manage the tire pressure so far, like tire temperature, lower than before. So I think that's good news. Yeah, I think it's a good time to take a break and watch VRS coaching video. See their braking points. Let's just nicely bring it back. I think I put like the best last sector so far, so I'm gonna go for it. Yes. That's the...
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
We're entering this lap, no matter what. It's only yellow cone. I thought there was a green cone.
Hitboxing.
Let's see.
5,
Let's
3,
just
2, 1.
refuel a lot.
Right here.
Okay. And change tires. Let's wait for it. So I'm gonna come out of the car. So first things first, let's see the fastest lap from the outside. It was a 6th lap. So let's see. Lap times 1308,
We're done. Get going.
131110. So then we started going down, and then 01, 04, but we did very few laps under like 01. So we're not being able to be consistent at that pace, but also pushing and making some mistakes here and there. Let's watch this one from behind. This is how I usually like seeing it, because I can see the car on the track. So let's see. So this is the start of the lap. We open up as soon as we can. Brake there. Carry the brake. Second gear here, no third. Let me see. Where brake? It's funny because we were not lined on the left side. We're like driving in and hit the brakes like, I want to say 5 meters after the last one. Like maybe 3 meters. Good. Let the car slide. Bring it in. Open up. This is flat. Brings to the left, and we're braking right at the beginning of this entryway here on the left side. Opening up. Not bad. How about here? Braking early, using the exterior. We could cut way more in here. And when do we go on the gas? Let's see. Then just go. Yeah, as soon as we pass the number 2, we hit the gas. Okay, so I have a good idea of what I'm doing. Let's see what VRS says. Which one I want to watch? I want to watch this one. So let's see. So hold on, let me watch it. It's funny how he doesn't open up, like he's coming on the inside. I'm opening up a lot. And he comes like very on the inside, opens up late. So he's cutting a lot of third gear. Okay, let's see that again. Let's see that again. So never beyond like really 60% brakes, I guess.
So he does, as he hits the first apex, he kind of releases and brakes again to increase rotation, and then he starts like releasing it and hits the gas like when he's here with the steering wheel like 90 degrees to the right side. So he doesn't need like an open exit. Where is he braking here? Let's see from behind. He's braking earlier than I am. Let's see this again. So he's braking earlier. Again, like 50-60% brake pressure. And he doesn't start like on the gas until the car is past. Or like he opens up the entry and goes on a late apex. That's when he hit the gas. Let's see here. Okay. On the middle. He cuts way more in here. Let's see this again. So he's braking where I'm braking. And he turns, he brakes harder probably, 75%. And he's turning in right after the yellow finishes. And he's on the gas where he's on the gas. Before he hits the middle with the steering wheel 9 degrees to the left. Okay. We are learning a thing or two here. Where does he brake here? He brakes right here, let me see. Where's number 2? He's past number 2 already. Let's see number 2. Okay. So, yeah, right after number 2. And he's on the gas as soon as he can. So let me see how much he cuts in each one here. He hits the yellow of the right and left. Let me see his steering wheel. Yeah. And he opens up before he cuts in. Okay. So, cutting more the first turn before opening up. Then like it's quite the same that I'm trying to do. Then he cuts a lot more the bus stop. And then, can I compare? Let's see here. Analyze session. This is his session. Select the lap. 158.9. In hours, me. Today's session. A 2-1. Okay. We're using the same, right? R1, yes, we're using the same.
So for turn 1, I already saw he goes way more on the inside. Let me actually see the full lap here. Let's see where most of the time is. Most of the time is in turn 8 to 11. Interesting. So he has a wider entry, but we are taking like 3/10 here already in our optimal lap. So I think I know how to do this. So okay, check. Here we can bring it down like below 150 or 2 seconds. Let's see. Sector 0, okay, it cuts in, then turns 1 and 2. Where's the time gain? So huge spike here, right between here. So I think it's truly the line because I'm opening up and he's cutting it in. And he's doing that faster than I am. So I do have some more speed as I try to close in, but like you see, he cuts it in and then he opens up very late before he cuts in way more than I do. That's when, let me see the brake pressure. So I'm braking earlier than he is, and because I'm doing like a wider line, I'm like trail braking earlier, like releasing the brakes earlier, and he keeps like a higher pressure for longer because he's cutting it in, and then he starts dropping as he's like turning in, and then he starts hitting the gas a bit earlier than I do. So honestly, from the beginning of this section all the way here, the problem is he's carrying more because he's getting on the gas earlier and faster. He's just carrying more speed on the exit, and he's gaining a lot of time there. So on the entry itself, he's really gaining like 300s. Like, yeah, when we hit the apex here together, he has a 0.03 advantage, so it's not like a lot. But then because he hits the gas earlier, like the apex right here for him, for me is here, because I have like a slightly later apex, it's not by a lot. So let's see here. It's like 7 meters. It's like 2 cars. I'm hitting my apex 2 cars later, hitting the gas. I do have a small overlap on the gas and the brake. He doesn't. And then he gets all his advantage on the exit. He carries like 2 kilometers an hour, 3 kilometers an hour. Then on this one, it's true like a 10th. He's braking earlier again. He's braking here. Or actually, he releases the throttle here and brakes here. I'm releasing the throttle a bit later, so I have to release the throttle right before I hit the brakes. I'm doing together. But the magic happens here. So what's going on here? I think he has a better arc than I do. He cuts in a bit more. Let's see what happens here. This is 0.2 to 0.3. Like, it's all here. The 1.3 seconds he's faster is all on the entry. And he's entering tighter with slightly more speed while still braking, because he starts earlier, he releases earlier. Like, this is going to be hard for me. And we hit the gas. He hits the gas after I do. And he still carries more speed on the exit. Let me see the wheel angle. The steering wheel angle is not that different, you see. I correct more on the exit for sure. And then because he's faster on the exit, he carries more speed, but he's gaining on the entry. 4 is fine. He does have more steering angle than I do. I think he holds the steering angle like... I'm correcting here, and he's still holding, and then he releases it, and I'm like doing this. This might be why my front tires are overheating. Do I have this data here? Let me see. There's somewhere, I don't know where it is. Somewhere I can select the temperature. So then next one is fine. It's funny because it's not like it's 0.7. It's not that different. Like we're braking the same. Braking the same. He still brakes a bit more. And then hits the gas earlier. But it's like truly quite the same. This is truly quite the same. Then on this one, he gains a bit more time as well. This I can do better, I think. Turning a bit earlier than I am turning in. Release the gas earlier, brakes the same. I think like he's gaining on the exit. It's funny because we're hitting the gas exactly at the same time with the same profile. But he is able to just carry more speed on the outside, on the exit. This one we saw already, we can nail that one. And this is just a continuation, so there's like half a second here. Okay. Okay, so let's try like a tighter first turn. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Let's see. And I was even like bringing this closer to see if I can be smoother on the gas. I don't think that's quite the issue. If I can nail all my sectors, just nail them, I'll be like under 2 already. Let me go back here with my hips. Okay, let's do this. The time I waited there, my tires are already on the optimal temperature. So here he's turning earlier and then he's hitting... I don't know if he's hitting the curb as much. Here's about the same. Here's just about the same. Like he holds like this for longer and corrects less than I do. I have to turn in earlier. I need to change my instinct there. So we know what to do, like that's one. We know what to do. The second piece is doing what we know that we have to do. Right, so we learned, now let's apply. If we go under like 2 today, I'm gonna be very happy. Alright, so let's go on the inside, like he did. It's a new line. It's a new line.
You cut that corner and got a slow down penalty.
Maybe I have to modulate more on that turn. I was just correcting on the steering wheel. I cut the corner on the last one. I do need to do tighter. And he also opens up more the exit. So I'm gonna try that. Be less aggressive on the second piece. But he's very aggressive, so... I'm gonna create a reset point here. Good.
Slow down. You got a penalty. We're cutting the cord.
Try it again. I'll have to see his braking reference again. I'm braking too much later, so here. Surely. So not this, this. No, not this one, the next one. So not this, this one. Yeah, I have to remember that he releases, like he holds the brake pressure for longer. Yeah, there's like really a lot of time, so let's try it again. I'm releasing, don't release it, don't release it, hold it, hold it, hold it. That was my best first sector. Everything is awful so far. Let's do this again. No. A bit more on the brakes. I'm gonna use the 100. So let me see one thing here. I have to brake right here. Okay. I'll hit the brakes once I see the 100 on my left side. Okay. No, 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 no. Open up more the entrance. I think I'm braking too early, so let's... No, too late. We can, yes we can. I have to open up more as I release there. Okay. Hold the brakes for longer. Yeah. So I can carry more speed, so less on the beginning. Yeah, it's almost there. So I'm releasing the brakes short. I have to hold it for longer. That's an exercise. No, too much. So you see, like, my brake, I'm going down too early. Let's see. Oh, I hit the grass. So this is one thing that we do, like we practice a lot. And right now we're trying to nail this first turn. Maybe slightly later. Yeah, I'm going to race too late, so... The thing about practice is that they are never like super exciting or fun. They're only super exciting and fun when you're nailing it. Too early. Let me finish one lap. Because it's just annoying to be like going back and back and back. Let me finish this lap. Ay, ay. Yeah, you see, like my last sector is not a problem. If I can do the first sectors okay, I can probably gain a lot of time on the last one. And I already lost a lot of time in the first sector, so... No, I have to nail this. It's impossible that I can. So, brake, hold, hold, hold. Because I'm hitting 60%, I am... I need to be more pointed, so I need to open more. So this is what I need to do. So let's do this in slow motion, okay? So I need to hit the brakes here. And then I need to open up here and then bring inside here. I need to do this like cutting. Let's try it again. Now faster. So I need to hit the brakes earlier there. But I think we learned something, right? So we're gonna hit the brakes here. Let it roll open, and then it close. Too late. Brake here. Nope. Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake. Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake. If you hit the grass, it's swamp, so... So I did hit the gas a bit too early, and that destroyed my balance, so... Yeah, like I have to be careful with that. Right here. This is not what you guys like thought you were gonna see in a live today, right? So let's try a fast lap, okay? Let's just ignore how the first sector is gonna go. I can't ignore this, like, this is too much.
Let's just do a full lap, okay? Maybe not. So I can hold the brake in this pressure for longer, so I'm gonna brake earlier. Yeah, I can do this just a bit earlier. Too hard on the gas. I think we have like a braking decision here. Good, that was good. So our optimal has been going down, but I just haven't been able to really bring down the lap time, the fastest lap time. So I'm gonna try here now like 3 consistent laps. Let's this be our benchmark, okay? We're not carrying a lot of speed, so it's not a good last sector. So if that's our benchmark, we're gonna have to improve a lot. Let's see. And here we are above like 201. I am having my ass kicked by this track.
Okay, let's just try to be consistent here. Let's not try to be the fastest we have ever been in our entire lives, okay? Let's not overthink. Let our brain do what our brain knows how to do best. So you know what? We're just gonna... For now, we're just gonna remove it. And... let's just race as if our life depended on this, okay? We do have enough fuel for 10 laps. Let me just enjoy this. Let me see how the sectors were so far. Sector 2 was good to see. Sector 1 was very bad. But yeah, let's pretend these are the chance of our lives. We're just getting... So let's do this. Let me do this. I'm gonna reset the car. Let's... yeah. I'm gonna request a new car. Okay, so I came for this test session with BMW. Let's pretend. Let's create a role play here. I came for this real life. So I don't have anything on my... I don't have anything, okay? So this is just like real life. They invited me for a test session. And I'm super excited, I'm just happy to be here. I'm gonna put 5 fast laps and bring it back. So this warm lap, so it doesn't really count. Let's go, let's focus. Okay, lap 1, let's go. I do have on my dashboard here of the car the prediction of the lap, so I'm like half a second off pace so far. Wasn't a good exit. So that's lap 1 of our like practice session. Very bad turn 1. Also poor sector 2. So we can feel like this second lap's not going well, right? So probably like, yeah. The problem so far was the first sector. The other sectors are good. Oh no, that's not what we wanted. Okay, let's count this as lap 2. So we'll give like a full lap, okay? So let's count this as the second lap. We did have some good sectors there. I think maybe I can go later on the brakes here. Let's try. Get more inside that one. So this is gonna be a 2-1. Let's relax here. We got enough track, we're trying to save it. So our lap 1 was 2:00, I think was 6. Lap 3 or lap 2 is gonna be like super high. Let's focus again, let's see what we can do. Don't worry about the time, just worry about like truly doing what we know. Relax the shoulders, hit the brakes, be consistent. Focus ahead. Brake more inside here. Try not to look for time. Best sector 3. So sector 3 we learned has to be more inside, right? The pressure we're putting on the brakes, we can probably brake a little bit more inside the turn 1. So off this stint, this is our best lap so far. Lap 2 was like 2006. Lap 3 is 2005. Remember, we can brake a little later here with the brake pressure applying. First sector was good, the second one is trash. These are things we could be listening on the radio, right? Real-time feedback. So this is our lap number 4 of this stint. We're trying to go like under 2. Our best lap today was 2:00:17. And we're trying to not look at the time all the time, but we do have the information on our dash, so we already know, for example, that this lap sucks. Was a good exit. So let's see. We're just simulating real life condition here. So I have 3 laps around the same time, which tells me we're being somewhat consistent. But this is the last one. Let's see if we can push as hard as we can.
Let's focus on the last exit here. Yeah, I do need to put some more practice. Like I'm just not able to do my fastest lap here. Let's bring it back as we would if this was real life. Cool down. Let's think through it, right? I don't think we're ready to race. I don't think we're ready to race yet. We do have to see like what's going on.
You cut the cord, you gotta slow down and give up that time.
Yeah, we're gonna stop this lap anyways, so doesn't really matter. Let's bring it back. I think it was a good practice session. We learned a lot of things. I think we're doing like a very good first turn. So here's the pit lane.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Yes, okay, so let's take a look at the laps, because I think towards the end we're able to put some very good laps, not watching the time. Right. So 05, 07, 05, 13, 06. So we can have this pace. I'm gonna record this session because it was. Let me see if I have a Daytona practice here.
Go, go, go!
So we're gonna use our convention name here, which is 2026, season 1, M2, week 5, free practice, and I'm gonna put Daytona. So this is the M2 challenge, right? We're talking about. What's the name again? Power challenge. So this is M2 power challenge. Daytona free practice. 1. Not quite there yet. I don't know, like if we can brake at this track conditions. We should be able. Like our optimal lap is there. Let me see if this is open. I'm not gonna race. I just want to see what's going on here.
on these track conditions, what can we do? Because people are having like great results, right? It's like people are being able to go like way under. Maybe it's the track condition. Okay, so people here are doing like 159 with them M2s. And this is like one class only. So let's see. I'm not gonna race, but I'll invite people to watch the live and see if I can go under. Where's the mouse? It's here. So let me see here. Let me withdraw from the session because I don't want to race it, even if I lose like idea of time. We're still in the on this. Let's practice and tell people they're live. So here we are. Let's see on these track conditions like what we can do. I'm gonna plan a session. I'm gonna plan for maybe 5 laps. Let him go. The last thing I want is like to have him slowing me down on a fast lap, right? Or be getting his draft during my fast lap, so let's cut him some more slack. It's 2.6, 2.7. I'm gonna go on the upside, on the upper part, just so it slows us down. 3 seconds. Let's see. Our next lap starts here, so let's focus. So full focus now. Let's just see if in these track conditions we can meet our goal, or how fast we can be. I can tell this was awful, but let's see. I'm missing the apex, so this is not gonna be a fast lap because I'm missing the apexes. But it's also our first in this track condition, so let's just keep pushing. Too aggressive on the curbs there. That wasn't helpful. Can we do the 59s? I think we might be able to. I think we might be able to, like in this session here. I do need to sacrifice the second curb for a better entry. So let's focus here. This is lap number 2. We spun, so it's not gonna be the lap.
You got a slow car on the right.
Another missed apex. My bad. Why is he braking there?
It looks like you've got some engine trouble. You've probably lost some power. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there.
You don't brake there. You don't brake there. You just, if you don't feel confident, just lift. Yeah, that's the problem with the free sessions. Ah.
You've got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment.
Jesus
You'll have
Christ.
less grip out there.
These slow cars are gonna kill me. Okay.
Car right.
Oh,
Keep to the left.
my bad, my bad.
Clear on the right.
So that car was braking here. I didn't even see that car. It was my bad. I should have seen. I'm the one coming out of the box. Uh-oh.
Go right.
What time is it? Okay, we have 25 minutes on this track before the race starts. So let's... So there's a car behind me. It's Brian Suarez. Let's see. Yeah, he's much slower than we are. I don't think he's gonna catch up to us. .2K.
Car right. Clear on the right. Car right. Keep to the left. Clear.
I know everybody has their own path on iRacing. I'm not any good. If I was good, I would be like 1.7K right now, struggling with M2s. But how a person can go like to 0.2, that's unbelievable. Like. So I think we might have like a clean track for the next lap, so let's give it all because we never know. We're doing great until that car appeared. Too much in the brakes, so. I completely missed the apex there. It's a shame, was a good lap. Let me try to brake a bit earlier and see if I can be less aggressive on the curbs there.
New fastest lap for you.
I think I'm going too late on the brakes there.
Night. You made me Lightning McQueen.
New fastest lap for you. Slow car ahead. Car stopped ahead. Go right.
It was a very good first sector. Let's try to nail this one. Brake earlier. I can't short shift there, it's gonna be like... Guys, if you're coming, joining the live, welcome. My name is Alan. This is my channel From Rig to Road. So like many of you, I always had a dream to be an actual race driver. And last year I decided to start my journey in the sim racing so I can build it up to a real career. Earlier this year I had the opportunity to do my first in real life race. I have a video on the channel about it, so if you want to check it out. It was super fun to race, it was super fun to do the video as well. And we're trying to get under 2 minutes here in Daytona. Doesn't matter what I do, it just feels like I can never do it. So this car is gonna slow us down. Which line? I'm gonna go on the inside.
Right side. Clear.
We did lose some time there, but I think we can recover on the rest. I think he would have costed us more time elsewhere. Let's see, we're very close to going under 2 minutes. Let's see, this lap might be it. And if you're enjoying the channel, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And you can know, like, I'm trying to come live every single day. So today's like mostly a boring session because it's mostly... Today's mostly practice, but a lot of racing, a lot of fun racing, interesting stuff. So I'll try to be your daily dose of entertainment. So we're gonna go down, like finally gonna go down 2 seconds or 2 minutes. But I feel we should do more. Try again.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
We did have that car like slowing us down, remember? We're again doing a good lap. My goal in the next 14 minutes is gonna be like to do the fastest lap of the session, and then I'll be happy. Yeah, all that vibration didn't help. I was trying, but we have to try new things, right?
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Yeah, if I cut too much the curb there, it's never helpful. This curb I can cut more, I feel. Wasn't a good exit. But consistency is also important, so we are right below, or like within a tenth of the fastest lap. That's not bad. So let me try here to not hit the yellow line and just truly carry more speed. If it's gonna pay off, it's gonna pay off towards the end, because that's when we lost time. Will this one be faster? Will this one be faster? Nope. Oh, I missed the apex. Yeah. I have to be more patient on the gas there. So if you are in the live, don't forget to like and subscribe. It means the world to me. But let me know, like, what's your time on this track so far? Like, what's your best time? And what you're trying to improve. That's also a good thing to hear. If you'd be kind enough to type on the chat. So this lap I definitely messed up. A couple of sectors, 3 sectors. Let's try this one. Not a good exit. I might try new tires, you know. No, that was an awful. That was an awful turn. I might have to try new tires. Let's try new tires. We have like 8 minutes before the race, so maybe 2 or 3 fast laps. I don't see anybody else on the track. I don't know what am I missing. It's usually the opposite, like when it's getting close to the session, people start getting on. Maybe the race started already? No, I don't think so. And you still have like the tires cold. So there's not much you can push on this lap. Let's see the next lap. These were just like bringing out of the pit lane. Tires are nowhere close where we want them to be. But I think for next lap we can push a bit more. Let's see, I think we can put like 2 or 3 laps. Let's see what we can do here. I missed Apex. So I did not have a good Sector 2. Sector 1 was my best ever, on this session at least, so... I attacked the curbs too much there. But it's not a bad lap, like it's not a bad lap. We're still like probably like within a 10th. Oh, end of session. Why? It was so much fun. So we were unable to do the fastest lap. Let me try one thing here. If I go under, is that enough track? It is.
Practice is over. Head on in.
Alright. Almost.
You've got wheel damage. Looks like one of your wheels is out of alignment. You'll have less grip out there. We've got damage on the back end.
Really? Are you sure?
That aero damage is probably slowing you a lot.
The car, like, I don't think I have the front wheels anymore. Let's see if I can bring it back to the pit. If you look at my steering wheel, it's like completely sideways.
Pit box in 10.
Alright, this was fun. This was fun. We were able to finally go under
2, 1.
2 minutes
Right here.
on this track condition, which tells me I improved since yesterday.
All the damage is repairable.
The car is sideways. So let's see one thing here. I want to see the crash again. CTV. Can you imagine you're watching on TV and this was the previous one because I did this. There we go. Question is, have I ever, like, did I ever have even a chance there? No. The car is just narrower. So in this case, I should have come like all the way in and crossed like this. Alright, I'm gonna record this one because it's under 2 minutes. We still have a lot to improve. We're not racing this session, so if you joined, if you're part of this, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Let me see. And yeah, so what I'm doing this week, I want to race Daytona, and I want to race the Power Challenge because the M2 just sucks. It's that awful Summit Point Jefferson circuit. I don't want to do that. I love Road Atlanta. We might do this at some point this week, but for them choose are going to be racing this one. My goal was to go under 2 minutes. We went under 2 minutes to the race condition. We still like are at least a second, I think, if I had to say, like at least a full second below the pace we need to be, and I want to improve that before I go to a race. But in the meantime, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for joining the live, or if you are watching this later, thanks for watching this later. And yeah, I'm gonna come here. I'll be back tomorrow. I hope to see you guys again here. And that's it. One lap at a time. I'll see you.